We are live once again on the San Francisco 49ers Report right here by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Senior. No matter where you are or how you're tuned in, greatly appreciate all of you for making today's show a part of your day. It's day 3 of 2023 NFL free agency, and the new league year has officially started as right now, currently, the San Francisco 49ers looking to build toward the 2023 season, which hopefully ends up with another Lombardi trophy. And there's some breaking news coming in just moments ago on the 49ers free agency tracker. San Francisco signing defensive end, defensive tackle hybrid Clelin Ferrell to a 1-year deal. The former Las Vegas Raider makes his way from the Raiders to the San Francisco 49ers. A very similar deal and player to Arden Key from a couple of years ago. John Wallace, the OG, the legend, getting things kicked off with the $5 super chat. Let's go, John. Let's go, John. He said, let me throw a super chat to get it all started. Bang, bang. Niner gang, what up, family? And to the entire family tuned in right now, appreciate all of you for making the show a part of your day. As I said, we always appreciate your support of the San Francisco 49ers Report. So Clelin Ferrell, the most recent signing for the Niners. San Francisco a little bit light at that defensive end spot, and especially along that defensive line. They signed Javon Hargrave to that 4-year, $84 million deal, but they lost Samson Ebukam. They lost Charles Omenihu. They lost Hassan Ridgeway, and now they bring in Clelin Ferrell. So with that, let's open up the comment section here. Our first poll question of the day is this. Grade the signing of Clelin Ferrell. A, B, C, D, or F? Let me know down in the comment section. Nathan, B. Matt, B. City, C. David Corona, the legend, B. Baby Cakes 420, wow, blaze up. I ain't stopping you. Jonathan Reese typing that B. Aaron Mills, B-. John Wallace, B+. J Val, B. Russell Hill, C. Drake, C. Christopher Pereira, B. K Playboy going with an A. David, B. I told Mitchell Renz, host of the Las Vegas Raiders Report, book it right now that Clelin Ferrell will have at least 5 sacks this upcoming season. I see a couple of OGs here in the chat. Of course, we have John Wallace, Baby Cakes 420, David Corona, BK from the Bay, Chua Lure is also here. It's good to see everybody hanging out right now. Matt, making a good point. Nothing wrong with a depth signing rotational guy. That's what Clelin Ferrell is going to be. So we're coming to you from the Chat Sports Studios live from Dallas, Texas. Where is everybody else at? I know that the Niner gang, you were spanned worldwide. That's why it's called the Niner Empire, not just limited to Niner Nation, a saying that a lot of people do not like because they like Niner Empire as well as the Niner gang. So where are you? Eric is in Hampton, Nathan in Texas, Drafty in Chicago, 49ers win San Antonio, Mamba Legend the GOAT, Fresno, California, Durham, North Carolina, out of Oakland, Cali, from John Wallace, Puerto Rico, from Christopher Vigil. I'd like to go to Puerto Rico because you don't need a passport. Chase, don't you think we need a better offensive line from untrustworthy 49er edits? Yes, I do. Chris Lofton, North Carolina, Missouri from Matthew, Little Rock, Arkansas from the real one, BK from the Bay. I'm also seeing Louisville, Kentucky, Trinidad Caribbean from Christopher Pereira. I was at the ABC Islands once, as well as the Bahamas down in that region. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Love you, Chase. Chris Moore, salute to you. Baby Cake, 707 California. That's why he's always smoking on that Niner pack. Here's our Super Chat menu for today. $5, we'll do a Niner mug chug. $10, we'll spin the wheel. $20, Cowboy Coop, who is a Cowboys fan, but we love him. He'll take a shot of tequila here because we have the Patron locked and loaded. $50, a shotgun or a funnel. And for a Super Chat MVP award winner today, if you send in either 100 combined dollars or the largest Super Chat, we will send you this Deebo Samuel headband that our guy Toby Willis sent us. This is the headband that a lot of the players wear during game day underneath their helmet, and this one, Deebo Samuel specialized. If anybody out there does send in a $500 super chat. We will get a custom Niners jersey with your name on it, and I will wear it live on the San Francisco 49ers Report. I'm talking to the John Aiellos of the world, the Paul Coovers of the world, for a $500 super chat. The bosses are allowing us to purchase a Niners jersey, customize it, put your name on it, and I'll wear it live on the San Francisco 49ers Report. If you think the Niners can win a Super Bowl, this is what I want you to do right now. I need you to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. We have 280 people watching live. People will continue to pile in all throughout the afternoon. 40 likes, though, is not good enough. I'm expecting to look up and address the camera, then look back down and see us having 100 likes in the blink of an eye, because I know the faithful always does their thing. So make sure you hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. And of course, the Niners are Super Bowl contenders. So if you think the Niners can win the big game and bring home another Lombardi trophy, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. What we strive toward is having the amount of viewers, and then you cut that in half, having that many likes. But of course, we always want a 100% viewer participation rate. So John Wallace sent in that $5 super chat. With that, I'm going to send in a message to the crew to bring in my Niner mug. It's all good.
Chase, we talked about this pre-show. I've seen it a couple times in the comment section, so I want to ask you, are the 49ers going to get Darius Slay?
We're going to talk about Darius Slay on today's show. And let us know if you think that the 49ers should sign Darius Slay. He is now officially an NFL free agent after the Eagles did release him. Certainly interesting, and we're going to talk about that. The Niners may be signing him, and then also a potential Brandon Aiyuk trade, as a bunch of teams across the NFL that we're being told here at Chat Sports continue to call the Niners about a Brandon Aiyuk trade. We're one like away from 100. Let's surpass and crush that number. 282 people watching live. The more people who like the video, the more people who come in. So if you think the Niners are going to win a Super Bowl, hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. Next up, let's hit them with another poll question there, Coop, if we can, because the Niners today signing Clelin Ferrell to a one-year deal, going to be a defensive end, defensive tackle hybrid type of depth piece. Looking at him to basically do what Arden Key did for this team back in 2021. So do you like the signing of Clelin Ferrell? Why for yes and for no? I also have our live poll question up. Are the Niners a better or worse team than last year? 79% saying better, 21% saying worse. I had taken to Twitter to say, as of day 2 of NFL free agency, the Niners were a worse team. I was crushed, I was slammed, I was ridiculed, I was disrespected on Twitter. I love the discourse, man. People can rip me all they want. I was just making a point that as of that moment, they weren't as good of a team as they were to end last year. So get those votes in on our live poll question, as well as the question on your screen here. Do you like the signing of Clelin Ferrell? We're past 300 people watching live. We want to get that to 500. We want to get that to 1,000. Appreciate it, Tex. We have the Niner beer mug here. It is completely full. John Wallace, $5 super chat. He just sent in another one. That's 2 5s from the legend John Wallace. So that's 2 sips for John. John. Slay might cost us too much, but I like to have him. I daydream that we got Lamar as well as Darius Slay. I don't think Lamar's going to happen, especially after that signing of Sam Darnold. I think San Francisco going to go forward with Brock Purdy as well as Trey Lance. For all of you watching right now, if you haven't given me a follow on Twitter or Instagram, do so right now, at Chase_Senior. At Chase_Senior on Instagram. If you want to send me a Venmo, you can do that as well. YouTube takes 30% of Super Chat. So I'm on Venmo at Chase_Senior as well. Joe Getz saying sign Justin Houston. I like him. David Corona is in the chat. 340 people watching live. You see what happens when you like the video? More people start to pile into the show. Coming up around the corner, we're going to break down this signing of Arden Key. We're also going to talk about Darius Slay. So with that, let's pop up that question. Should the Niners sign Darius Slay? Released by the Eagles today. That move became official at 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific. S for sign, P for pass. What do you think? City is saying Purdy equals Super Bowl. Matt Wilhelm, hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. Chua, pass. Jake, sign. Matthew Shreve said Ward. Aaron Mills, sign. Calvin, pass. Sunseri, Bay Area. Eric White, I'll type in those S's. Mamba Legend, S. Joe Val, S. Boss, like Rick Ross, said hell yeah. David Corona, sign Slay. BK from the Bay, saying pass on Slay. Gabe D, S. Casey, keep Brandon Aiyuk. I agree. Bay Gibson, S for sign. Christopher Vigil, P for pass. Calvin Johnson, P for pass. I'm going to put the live show on my Instagram page. Chris Moore, another $5 super chat. We are up to $15 in supers.
Chris Moore coming in clutch with the soup. Just for you, Chase. LFG Niners.
Let's go. Chris Moore, you're the man. That's another Niner mug chug.
Filled to the brim. And
we're getting close to talking about Clelin Ferrell to the San Francisco 49ers. It's kind of a tricky name. The Philly accent in me wants to say Ferrell, but it's Ferrell. Ferrell. Ferrell, Ferrell. Yeah. Let me, real quick, just get the live show on my Instagram story here. Just give me a moment. Coop can start giving some shout-outs to those of you watching live right now.
Yes, sir. We got 337 people watching live right now. There's a lot of signs in the comments for Darius Slay. A few passes as well. I think if I were the Niners, I'd look at signing Slay. I think it would be a good signing for them. The Niners are in a win-now competitive window. We'll go back to the Wayne here. And Slay would help them further their Super Bowl aspirations. So I would like the signing of Slay for the Niners.
Yeah, I'd like the signing of Slay too. He's a really good corner. Now, 32 years old. So if you give him big money, that means that you're paying a 32-year-old corner and you're paying a 30-year-old Javon Hargrave. Little bit of a concern, but you got to go all in right now on this current Super Bowl window. Mike Tucker, sign. Zeke fan, for the right price, definitely sign Slay. We're going to talk about that in further detail coming up. We're going to start to get to that, Coop. Let's do one more like driver, though. If you're ready to talk some Niners as the official show is about to start, I need you to smash that thumbs up icon. I need you to like the video. If you think the Niners can win a Super Bowl here in 2023, then like the video. How old was Sherman when we signed him? He was pretty old too, Matt. He was pretty old. Bro, what are we doing? Of fucking course sign him, said Zach Prods. True Lord, David Corona. But Slay cost a lot of money. Yeah, we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. So let me just throw this out there too. Chicago Bears Now is live right now. The Raiders Report is live right now. Saints Now is live right now. They are beating us in Super Chats. We're at $15 in Super Chats. For our Super Chat MVP today, anybody who sends in a combined $100 or the biggest solo Super Chat, we're going to send you this Deebo Samuel headband. We gave away a mini helmet on Monday's show to John Aiello for a $250 Super Chat. Once again, we have another giveaway, this Deebo Samuel headband. All right, Clelin Ferrell to the San Francisco 49ers. That's what we're about to talk about now. SC 49er Kells, $5. That is not a chug. All right, I'll chug for you, bro. The thing is, this thing is so full that I can't really cock it back. So I have to kind of approach it like a sippy cup. Chris Moore, $5 just for you, Chase. LFG Niners. That was the one that came in. And then the most recent one, Coop, came in from SC 49er Kells. And I just gave Kells a little bit of a chug. That's not a chug. I just got you on the chug. Way to call me out. Absolutely love it. 370 people watching live. Can we get to 200 likes right now? Can we get to 200 likes in 30 seconds? The bosses are telling me in my ear it won't happen. Prove them wrong. 30 seconds, 50 likes away from 200. That'll give us 200 likes with 360 people watching live. That's more than 50%. We're at 151 likes. Now we're up to 158. We're 15 seconds in. Can we get to 200? Now we're up to 164. 10 seconds remaining. Now we're up to 168. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll let the data scraper update here. At last check, we were at 180, but I imagine we're going to get close to 200 here any moment, especially those of you watching on delay. Sergio, $10 super chat. Smells like a Super Bowl coming home. We will spin the wheel after we talk about Clelin Ferrell, by the way. 8 likes away from 200. That's the updated tracker. Make sure you smash that thumbs up icon and like the video. Let's just prepare for a loop cut just in case. Is that cool? Starting now with the Ferrell and then that other segment, and then we can take some questions as well. Sergio, appreciate that $10 super chat. We will spin the wheel on the other side of this upcoming segment where we talk about this signing of Clelin Ferrell. If you have more super chats or questions that you want answered, just simply use the hashtag 49ers, better yet super chat, to get involved here on the show. It's Clelin Ferrell to the Niners. It's the San Francisco 49ers report, and we're talking about it right now. Let's get it. San Francisco 49ers have made another signing on day 3 of 2023 NFL free agency. You're watching the San Francisco 49ers report by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Sr. Thanks for being with us. San Francisco signing Clelin Ferrell, the former number 4 overall pick out of Clemson back in the 2019 draft by the Raiders, to a 1-year contract. We're going to talk about that at length coming up. But first, today's poll question is this. Do you like the signing of Clelin Ferrell? This is a player who was on a similar trajectory to Arden Key to start his career. Both former first-round picks, both were busts to start their NFL career. Arden Key went to the Niners. He started to tear it up. Can Clelin Ferrell do the same? I think he's due for a pretty sizable year. Do you like the signing of him? Y for yes or N for no. Before we get to that, we do want to welcome a brand new sponsor here to the San Francisco 49ers report. It is Kanzuri. You can get 15% off at kanzuri.com/chat. These are height boosting shoes. Fellas, are you tired of feeling insecure about your height? Kanzuri makes shoes that can add up to 2.8 inches to your height discreetly. Women get heels, makeup, and push-up bras. Why can't men get a confidence boost as well? We're all the same height, lying down anyway, if you know what I mean. Kanzuri shoes are not only height boosting, but also stylish and comfortable. They're not grandpa's Velcro shoes, though. They are fashionable shoes that can receive compliments even without the height increase. The height insoles are integrated into the shoes, making it the ultimate height hack. For a limited time only, faithful, Kanzuri is offering our viewers an exclusive discount of 15% on top of up to 30% off site-wide. Use the code CHAT at kanzuri.com/chat to get 45% off. Don't wait any longer. Upgrade your shoe game and confidence now at kanzuri.com/chat. When I want to get high, I put on a pair of Kanzuris. The link is available in the comment section and in the description of this video. It's Kanzuri. 15% off using the promo code CHAT. So the breaking news at the topic of conversation today for the 49ers is the fact that San Francisco has added a defensive line depth piece to this roster in Clelin Ferrell. Has he lived up to the lofty expectations of being the 4th overall pick back in 2019? No. Does he have potential? Yes. And Chris Kocurek, the best defensive line coach in the NFL, is really a mastermind at maximizing players like this who maybe haven't been a scheme fit. The production hasn't been there. They've been riddled with injuries. Once they come to the Niners, he just allows them to come to life. In recent memory, we're talking about guys like Arden Key, Charles Omenihu, and Samson Ebukam. Clelin Ferrell could be the next. As for what he did last year with the Las Vegas Raiders, 26 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and 8 quarterback hits. The Pro Football Focus grades, like the production, not all that great. 96 snaps, as oftentimes he didn't play all that much. Overall Pro Football Focus grade of 67.6, run defense grade of 68.7, and a pass rush grade of 62.8. This is a player who can play on the exterior of the defensive line as well as on the interior of this defensive line. And the 49ers are in a great spot right now with their coaching staff. Kyle Shanahan is an offensive mastermind. Steve Wilks, one of the best offseason hirings among all coaching staffs in the NFL. And they were able to hold on to Chris Kocurek as he did not follow DeMeco Ryans to the Houston Texans. And where Kocurek comes in here is that he puts on a masterclass with his development of defensive linemen. He brings them alive when they were previously flailing in their respective NFL careers. And then in turn, once they start producing for San Francisco, they go elsewhere and they get paid. Now, there are a lot of similarities with their respective circumstances and their situations, but also the playing style between a former Niner in Arden Key and the current Niner as of this afternoon in Clelin Ferrell. Arden Key, coming out of LSU, was a first-round pick. His first 3 seasons in the NFL with the Las Vegas Raiders, he had 3 sacks in those 3 seasons. He then had 6.5 sacks with San Francisco and ended up cashing in on a nice little payday with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then last night, he signed with the Tennessee Titans and Rand Carthen, who used to be the director of pro personnel for San Francisco, and he was in the Bay Area with Arden Key. As for Clelin Ferrell, like Arden Key, a first-round pick, like Arden Key, drafted by the Raiders. Some more production for him because he had 10 sacks in 4 years after he was drafted by the abysmal Mike Mayock and John Gruden regime. And now, what can Clelin Ferrell do? With that, here's another poll question for the faithful. Grade the signing of Clelin Ferrell, given the value, it being a short-term deal, and the need along this defensive line. I'll give it a solid B, maybe a B-. You let me know what you're thinking. And as you venture down to the comment section, please make sure you lock us in and subscribe to the show, The 49ers Report by Chat Sports, with yours truly, the go-to spot for Niners offseason coverage every single day. If you're new to the show, we put out shows and videos every single day during the season, the best watch parties that anybody can imagine. And folks, we are 600 people away from 80,000 subscribers. It's youtube.com/49ers TV. So some more thoughts on Clelin Ferrell here. You look at the outlook of this 49ers defensive line. You have Nick Bosa, the reigning defensive player of the year, coming off an 18.5 sack season. You have Eric Armstead, who's really stout against the run and a good pass rushing defensive tackle. Opposite of him, you have Javon Hargrave, who signed with the Niners on a 4-year, $84 million contract. He's coming off 11 career sacks. Drake Jackson, a career-high 11 sacks last year, I should say. And then you have Drake Jackson, the second-year, second-round pick out of USC. It's really important for him to take that next step as a pass rusher if the 49ers do not sign another premium edge rusher in free agency. I continue to clamor for Yannick Ngakoue, who's been in the league for 7 years and has tallied at least 8 sacks in each of those 7 seasons. The last 4 years for Clelin Ferrell, it's the only time that he's been in the NFL in these 4 seasons. And it's been a frustrating campaign for him. It's been a frustrating tenure for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they didn't exercise his 5th-year option. That's why he's signing with the Niners, and he's looking to rejuvenate and revive a career that a lot of people thought was left on the stretcher for dead. In 2019 as a rookie, 15 games played, had 4.5 sacks coming out of Clemson. In 2020, missed some time, only played 11 games, only had 2 sacks. In 2021, only 14 tackles, 1.5 sacks. And in 2022, 2 sacks, 26 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 0 forced fumbles. I told Mitchell Renz, host of the Las Vegas Raiders Report, you can book it that Clelin Ferrell will have at least 5 sacks in 2023. That's my bold prediction upon this signing. Make sure you interact with me on Twitter and Instagram. Anytime the Niners have made a big move, I've taken my thoughts to social media in addition to talking about it and chopping it up with everybody on the San Francisco 49ers Report. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Chase_Senior. Make sure you give me a follow. So this is the updated Niners free agency tracker. It all started on Sunday night with that signing of Deshaun Gibson, 1 year, $2.9 million deal. The big splash up to this point, Javon Hargrave, 4 years, $84 million with $40 million in guaranteed dough. Kevin Givens back to the Niners, 1 year, I believe it's less than $3 million. Sam Darnold, 1 year, $4.5 million with $3.5 million in guaranteed money. And then the 2 most recent signings. Yesterday, Jake Brendel, 4-year deal, $20 million, $8 million guaranteed. And then Clelin Ferrell, 1-year deal up to this point. The full contractual details to be determined, but I cannot imagine it's going to be too pricey for San Francisco. So let's round out with this. Clelin Ferrell to the Niners on a 1-year deal. That's the most recent acquisition for the San Francisco 49ers in this 2023 NFL free agency phase. I like it for a couple of reasons. Short-term deal. It's not going to be worth a lot of money. This is a player with pedigree and upside in this defensive scheme, along this defensive line with the talent on this front, and him teaming up with Chris Kocurek in the Steve Wilks defense, which is very generous to pass rushers out there. I think that Clelin Ferrell could be due for a big year and do what Charles Omenihu and Samson Ebukam did last year and the year before, and what Arden Key did also back in 2021. So one more time, grade the signing of Clelin Ferrell right here live on the San Francisco 49ers Report. And if you're still rocking with us, give me a real one, because it's a real one. Roll call A, B, C, D, or F, San Francisco. Let's go. All right, we'll give you some shout-outs here in the chat. Michael Keller, B. Mamba Legend, B+. Mr. Block Ice, B-. Ernesto, B. Joe McIntyre, he's a real one. David Corona saying C. Bem, real one. John, really, really real one. Those are facts. Filberto, B. Timothy Smith, B. Marquez Harris, C. Our Super Chat giveaway item today for our Super Chat MVP, the largest Super Chat that comes in, we're going to send you this Deebo Samuel headband. We'll send you this Deebo Samuel headband. These are the headbands that players like Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel wear underneath their helmets. Mr. Block Ice with the $5 Super Chat. Appreciate you, my guy. Man, look, what's your thoughts on Kinlaw? He's really disappointing me. It's either he's hurt or inconsistent. Do you think we should keep him or let him go? I honestly wouldn't mind cutting the bait with Javon Kinlaw, letting him walk. I understand you'll have to eat a little bit of money, but the production hasn't been there. He was drafted in 2020 in the first round alongside Brandon Aiyuk and hasn't been healthy. The production has not been steady, and he's been a massive disappointment. And now he's going to be a backup defensive tackle behind Javon Hargrave as well as Eric Armstead. Now, if you keep him, he could be a very good backup defensive tackle, but that's not what you envisioned when you drafted him in the first round out of South Carolina. BK from the Bay with the $20 Super Chat. That's going to be a Producer Coop shot here. Producer Coop has to take a shot now. You got your shot glass over there? Give Coop a little shot of Patron. I also owe a Niner mug beer cheers.
That's right, BK.
To our guy.
Sorry about that. Got to readjust my mic here, but we're good. Cheers. Bang, bang,
Mr.
Niner
Block
gang.
Ice, this one is for you. Beer cheers. BK from the Bay. Coop did a shot. There we go.
Let's ride.
We got to spin the wheel, too, with the $10
Yes.
Super Chat that came in from Sergio.
Let me get that set up real quick.
Cool. So Coop's going to get the wheel set up. Let's do a comment driver here.
Yep.
We're going to talk about Darius Slay next. So we're going to talk about Darius Slay and Brandon Aiyuk next. Darius Slay is available in NFL free agency. Should the 49ers sign him? Want to hear from you down in the comment section right now before we move on to that segment. BV50, good question here, man. Chase, where did you see Sam Darnold going in the 2018 draft? I liked him a lot then. Take a look at that draft class. It was Baker Mayfield 1, Saquon Barkley 2, Sam Darnold 3. I thought that he was going to go number 2 at the time. He ended up going 3. I was pretty surprised that Baker Mayfield went 1. I probably would have gone Sam Darnold in my quarterback evaluation that year. And if Sam Darnold had a little bit more stability and support because he went to a god-awful organization in the New York Jets, I think he could have been a little bit better. Now, Josh Allen was drafted 7th overall by the Buffalo Bills that year. He's obviously ended up being a stud. Mike McGlinchey, 9th overall. Josh Rosen went 10. Hasn't worked out for him. Niner legend, by the way. Daron Payne at 13. Great value pickup by the Washington Commanders at the time. Vita Vea at 12. Micah Fitzpatrick at 11. A couple of really good players in that draft class. Tremaine Edwards went 16th. Derwin James at 17th. Jair Alexander 18th. Leighton Vander Esch 19th. Frank Ragnall's been a good center. He went 20th. DJ Moore 24th overall. Calvin Ridley back from his suspension 26th overall. Rashad Penny just left the Seahawks to sign with the Eagles. He went 27th that year. It's a pretty good draft class, honestly. Lamar Jackson, 32. Now, on that redraft, he would have been a top 5 pick. So Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, the best 2 quarterbacks from that draft class. Easily. Easily. Not even close. Nacho Sorrell, let's sign Lamar Jackson. So with that $10 super chat from Sergio, we are about to spin the wheel, and then we're going to keep it moving here on the San Francisco 49ers Report. Spin that wheel.
Big money.
Here we go. Where's it going to land? Ah, pretty fitting here. Pretty fitting.
Let's go.
Pretty fitting. This can be yours for the highest super chat. Oh! Debo. Whoa! Debo. Whoa! Debo. Whoa! I kind of look like Taylor Heineke right now. I'm not going to lie. Kind of look like Taylor Heineke, although I have a lot more hair than him. John Wallace with the $50 super chat. If anybody wants the Debo whoa headband, you have to outbid John Wallace at 50. He said, I want the headband to go with my football that he won earlier from the Las Vegas Raiders game, I believe. Right, John? Thanks, y'all. If we can get Slay and a right tackle, maybe a defensive back, bang, bang, Niner gang. San Francisco! Yeah. So that's going to be a shotgun coming up. We'll do that shotgun after our upcoming segment here.
I don't know how I forgot that on the wheel, but I just added it.
What, the Debo?
San Francisco.
Oh, the San Francisco. We added that to the wheel as well. Wow.
That's big time.
John Wallace, big time. That gets us past $100 in super chats. Now, can we challenge the people here? Because on day 1 of free agency, we had like $730 in super chats. Can we top that number today? Can we top that number today? It's going to be an uphill battle. Mamba Legend, Chase, you like my profile picture of Fred Warner? I got to look to see it closely. Yes, I do. That's pretty dope. Did you make that? It's pretty sick. All right, coming up next on the show. Could the 49ers trade for Darius Slay? And what's the latest buzz on a Brandon Aiyuk trade? That's what we'll get to next. First, though, let's take another look at the Super Chat menu as some Super Chats came in. John Wallace, the heavy hitter. He's the leader in the clubhouse for the Debo headband. $5, Niner mug chug.
Yo, shoddy.
$10, spin the wheel. $20, Cowboy Coop takes a shot. $50, shotgun or a freedom funnel. We'll do that after our upcoming segment. And for our Super Chat MVP, you win the headband. The number to beat, $50 from John Wallace.
That's right.
Toby Willis, by the way, originally sent this to us. He wanted it to come for the NFC Championship game. It didn't come in time, so we saved it for NFL free agency. Peblo said, no one else donate. Just let John get the headband. He deserves it. You got to look out for John Aiello. He's the one who sneakily kind of lingers, and then he comes through with the hammer. Boom. So that's our Super Chat menu here. Stephen David, keep Aiyuk. I totally agree. Archangel 40K, pass on Slay. Let's talk about it. Should the Niners trade Brandon Aiyuk? T for trade, K for keep. Oh! Look at Brian Cohart come in and beat John Wallace by a buck. He beats him by a buck. Love you guys at Chat Sports. Chase, what do you think if we get Lamar Jackson? Look, I don't think it's going to happen any longer because they signed Sam Darnold. So to me, I think the plan for the Niners is to move forward with Trey Lance and Brock Purdy on their rookie contracts. And they have Sam Darnold as an insurance policy. I think that's going to be the plan for the Niners. Keep in mind that if you have Lamar Jackson, you'd have to pay him probably about $50 million per year unless you backload that contract. And they've already had to restructure the contract for Charvarius Ward. Last night, they restructured the contract for Fred Warner. Both of those moves cleared up a piece about $10 million, right? So you'd have to really do some massive contract overhauls and restructures to bring in a guy like Lamar Jackson. Brian Cohart, the man, he beats John Wallace 51-50. How about it?
Is that two shotguns?
Well, it's a shotgun or a funnel. So I'll do a funnel. Oh! Sergio with the 53.
Sergio.
He comes through. Now he's the leader in the clubhouse. Mike Concho. Oh, snap. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Oh! Brian Cohart. He is now the leader. $55. Another one. Unbelievable.
Do you believe it?
John Wallace, don't forget my 10 already. Yeah, but now Bryant goes 51 and 55. By the way, to make it easier, we just go largest single solo super chat because it's hard to keep track of all of them that are coming in. But so far, John Wallace, Bryant Cohart, Sergio, all of our super chat MVPs right now. Bang, bang, Bryant the GOAT. John Wallace the GOAT. Sergio the GOAT. Mook, I'm mad that Dallas stole Gilmore. You know what? I'll tell you this. That's a pretty good deal for Dallas. They didn't give up a lot to get Stephon Gilmore, and he's only owed about $10 million this year. Aaron Mills, hey, we're having fun. 49ers win. $500, I get the jersey to keep? Yes.
Correct.
So show up that player card L3. Mike Concho, John Aiello is lurking. So this is the deal here. For a $500 super chat, the bosses here at Chat Sports will get a custom Niners jersey with your name on the back, right?
Or whatever you want.
Or whatever you want on the back of it. I will wear it on a show, and then we're going to send it to you. So that's what we'll do for a $500 super chat. So, custom Niners jersey, whatever you want on the back. I think you can select your jersey number as well, right? I'll wear it on a show, and then we'll send it to you. And that's your custom Niners jersey, and you'll be retired in the Chat Sports Hall of Fame here on the 49ers Report. Wow.
That got wild.
That got wild. That certainly got wild. So, a couple of shotguns and a freedom funnel coming up.
Wow.
Aaron Mills, I'm Bob Dole. Hey, man. Not all jerseys are featured on the San Francisco 49ers Report in front of thousands. All right. Should the Niners trade Brandon Aiyuk? T for trade, K for keep. Let us know. We're about to discuss that coming up in a little bit, as well as Darius Slay.
Do you want this highlight cut?
Yeah, this is a part of it too. Oh, the first one, Clelin Ferrell, yes. Okay, yeah, this, no. We'll just upload this a little bit later. All right, so we're talking Darius Slay, we're talking Brendel Aiyuk next on the San Francisco 49ers Report. Oh! John Wallace with the 100.
John.
Alrighty then, as Pet Detective would say, God bless and let me have that headband. John Aiello, you're the top dog, but let me have this. Love you, man. Keep Brendel Aiyuk. Wow. John Wallace with the 100. So I think Bryant Cowart said he was trying to send a 500, but it won't let him. There might be a $500 max with the super chats that you already sent. So you can send me a Venmo at Chase_senior, or I'm not really sure how that would work because Bryant, 55 of 51.
It might be a max total of 500.
I think it's a max total of 500 for any individual.
For the day.
So if it's, let's see here. If it's the 55 and he sent the 51.
106.
And I don't think there was another one, right?
No, I believe that's it. So 106.
So 106.
So 394.
Here's what we'll do. If it's a $300 super chat, it's Bryant Coart's. That's what we'll do.
That's fair.
And that's 406 total.
All's fair in love and war.
Yeah. All is fair in love and war.
And jerseys.
So if it's a 300, then the jersey is Bryant Coart's. How about that?
I like that.
And the headband will still stick with John Wallace. How about that? For now. If anybody beats another 100. Brian! Let's go!
Oh my God!
The jersey is Brian's. The jersey is Brian's.
Brian!
Let's go!
Oh my God!
Yes!
Oh my
Brian,
God!
the legend. Send me a DM on
it?
Instagram or Twitter, Brian. Send me an Instagram DM.
I'm making you a custom graphic, Brian.
Or on Twitter. Oh my goodness.
God.
Brian is the GOAT. Brian is the GOAT. He's getting a custom jersey that we will wear on the 49ers Report. Then we're going to send it to him. T-Rob, still a challenge? Look, if somebody else sends a $500 super chat, you get a custom jersey as well. That's what we'll do. Unbelievable. Brian is for real. I'm spent from John Wallace. John, you're still sitting pretty, though. You're still sitting pretty. Alexander! That's a coop shot.
Right.
We'll talk about this. Alexander Bridges with the 20. Just hand me over your shot glass there, Coop. By the way, I think you have the split chromes. All right, Alexander. Justin Habalera. That's true. By the way, I have to do my taxes, Justin. Did you do your taxes yet?
I have not done my taxes yet.
I have not done them either. I'm Bob Dole. John Wallace at least deserves the headband. I agree. You know, we do have another giveaway item that I could bring onto the show. Or we could save it for another live show. That's what we could do. John Wallace headband. So if anybody else sends in a $500 super chat, we'll get you a custom jersey as well. We'll wear it on the 49ers Report, then we'll send it. John Wallace, yeah, I haven't done my taxes yet. Bay Area, I have a feeling we're getting to 500 today. We're at 684. You mean 5,000? That'd be nuts. That'd be the most all time. Swaggy C, Chase You the Man. Sometimes they call me Swaggy C. Swaggy C. All right, Bryant with the $300 super chat. That's legendary stuff right there. Legendary stuff. Wow. Y'all are the best, man. You make this job hella fun. So, Brian, I hope you reached out to me, Twitter or Instagram at Chase_senior. Unbelievable. No other moves so far. The Cowboys, they've restructured Tyron Smith's contract, so he will return.
Do you think that the Niners would have looked at him at right tackle had he become a free agent?
Maybe. But he's really not played much right tackle in his career.
1 year, just his rookie year, and then last year, and that's it.
At least he has the versatility to do that, which I think is really valuable.
After losing McGlinchey, you need someone there, but you have Trent Williams on the other side anyway.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Cosmo, what's up, bro? Yeah, Demetrius Flanagan-Foles, his contract was not exercised, so he is now an unrestricted free agent for the Niners. Update a look at our super chat run here. We're at 684. The most that we've done on a non-live watch party is $1,000 because John Aiello went nuts that day. So can we get there today?
I think we can break that record.
AFX, Chase Sr., you need to name your kid Chase Sr. Jr. so that you're Chase Sr. Sr. Yes, a lot of people have said that to me in my life. I got to take a picture of that. That's pretty hilarious. I just don't want him to get tortured his entire upbringing because they'd be calling him Senior Junior, and then I would be Senior Senior. Might as well call me Senior Squared, but I'm not a square. No. Next super chat, Chase is going to demo Manscaped. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what I would do with Manscaped. I don't have a beard to shave. Chua, Chase, congratulations to your sister. Thank you so much. Bryant, on vacation in Brazil. That's pretty cool. I would love to go to Brazil. Niner cap, Ferrell is a bust. We'll see what he can do with the Niners. Ferrell. You know, the next thing to do is to shave then. See, I love my hair. I would never ruin the lettuce up top. I could go like maybe a couple lines on the side of my head or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get faded up a little bit.
Yeah, faded up a little bit. But
that.
no, like the 1 line, 2 line, 3 line. If anybody sends in a $300 super chat, either on the back of my head or on the side, we'll get the Manscaped buzzer out and we'll go 3 lines on the side. I might do it in the back, though, just because I'm on camera.
You're doing that for yourself.
We'll do that on air live if somebody sends in another $300 super chat. We're down to take risks here. All right, without further ado, let's finally talk about Brandon Aiyuk and Darius Slay here, live on the San Francisco 49ers Report. I am not going to do 10 shotguns. I will do a couple. How about that? And right now, I'll just do one right now to get it out of the way. I'll do 1 shotgun right now. I do have to run after the show. So I've been not drinking as much. Keeping the streak alive. Pascal. OBJ to the Niners is not a thing. It's not a thing. Okay. 1 shotty now, and then we'll talk about Darius Slay and Brandon Aiyuk. So $300, I'll shave 3 lines on my hair. That's what I'll do for $300. We'll get the Manscaped buzzer out. Wow, that was electric. That might have been the most electric 5 minutes in the history of the 49ers Report. I mean, that was just legendary. We got in the span of, let's see. In the span of from 349 to 359, we got 300, 400, 500, $600 in the span of 10 minutes. That's the most electric non-live watch party spending spree that we've had prior to, I think, the Seahawks game in the playoffs. I think we had like $1,000 coming in 5 minutes. It was unbelievable. All right. Here's one shotgun for the family.
That was impressive.
That one wasn't as cold, so a little bit more bearable. Woo!
Gets the juices flowing.
Hey, we're making it happen on the San Francisco 49ers report. Swaggy C. Shave 6 lines for a quest for 6. That's pretty good. Shave 6 lines for 6 Super Bowls because they have 5 right now. BV50 Chase, go to 3 sheets in the wind. What does that saying mean again? 3 sheets to the wind? 3 sheets in the wind?
No idea.
Let's see. What does it mean again? Oh, to be drunk. To be 3 sheets to the wind is to be drunk. The sheet is the line that controls the sails on a ship. If the line is not secured, the sail flops in the wind and the ship loses headway and control. If all 3 sails are loose, the ship is out of control. That makes sense.
Interesting.
I wouldn't do the eyebrows. Lyle! 20!
Lyle.
I'll do the shot this time.
Lyle.
Usually it's a coupe shot. I'll do the shot this time. And that makes up for one of the shotguns. How about that?
We're trying to get into this cut, but you guys keep super chatting.
49ers win 20 mil. I'll also do a beer chug here. Sports dude, what up? I don't know if I would do the eyebrow. I mean, the 2 lines could look cool. I would look
fresh.
intimidating. I don't know about that. $300, 3 lines right here on the back of the head with the Manscaped buzzer. We can do that.
John Wallace is still getting the headband.
Yes.
And we're giving away the jersey.
Yes. If anybody else wants to send in a $500 super chat, we'll buy you a custom jersey. We'll wear it on the show, then we'll send it to you.
Bryant Cowart.
This is the biggest Patron bottle, Carrie.
It is.
It's the biggest one.
You don't get bigger Patron bottles than that.
Yeah, this is the bigger one, not the smaller one. Last year on the show, during some of our watch parties, we had the small boy. Not today. I think it's feasible to get Slay. Yeah, from Gabriel. Look, the 49ers last night restructured Fred Warner's contract to clear up $10 million. You can always backload these deals to a certain degree. Trent Williams can get restructured. George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey. All those restructures can happen to clear up some money. Carrie, you haven't seen mine. You have a bigger one than this? Do you have like the big bottle? Like that they sell at the club sometimes? That big John?
The Magnum.
The Magnum? Cosmo, A. Chase. So you think the 49ers got better or worse? Ward was a big loss, but Bosa kind of got some help now. D-line going to be nasty. I still want to see another edge rusher. You don't have a right tackle. If it's a rookie next year, I have concerns. The good free agent tackles aren't really out there right now.
Orlando Brown?
Orlando Brown, maybe. I think he played right tackle with the Ravens. Then he played left tackle with the Chiefs.
Well, and all the reports are that NFL teams are seeing him as a right tackle.
Really? Interesting. I am Bob Dole. The Bob Dole? I love beer and sports. Same. Losing Al-Shaair, huge Niner cap, and they're not bringing back Demetrius Flanagan-Foles. They like Marcelino McCrary ball, though. Look for him to fill into that Azeez Al-Shaair role. You also lost Jimmie Ward. And do you need another cornerback, or are you going with Charvarius Ward and Diamador Lenore? And it looks like Tashawn Gibson and Talanoa Hufon get safety.
Who's going to play nickel?
Did you see Juju Smith-Schuster to the Patriots from Isaac? Yes. Samuel Womack probably will fill in at nickel, and I like that, but they just need some more depth pieces. They could come cheap in free agency. They also have, 10, 11 picks in the NFL draft. Get Radio, Brian Burns. That's a dream target.
Go get Joey
Bosa. Go get Joey Bosa. He's a little bit more expensive than Brian Burns. Brian Cohart. Chase, I DM'd you on Instagram. Pick your size. I will frame it once it's sent to me. Also, please sign it. Awesome.
Done.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. All right. So John Wallace is we'll end it now. John Wallace is the winner of our headband. Bryant Coart, he sent in $500 in super chats. He gets the jersey. If somebody else sends in a $500, we'll get you a custom jersey as well. It's not limited to just Bryant. And shoot, if somebody else sends in a big super chat, we do potentially have another giveaway item that we can give away. Let's get to this one from Lyle. How much money do they have after paying the rookies suspended in free agency? I can give you an updated look. Currently,
you don't know how much you're paying the draft picks yet, though.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't know how much you're paying the draft picks yet, but they're going to be third rounders and beyond, so it's not going to be that much money. So let's take a look here. 49ers cap space. Yeah, for instance, the round 3 pick 99, the cap hit will be less than $1 million, $940,000. So that's really not that much. And keep in mind that not all of those rookies are going to make the roster. As of right now, let's see. It's funny. They're paying dead money, $8 million to D Ford, $6 million to Jimmie Ward, $1.4 million to Alex Mack, and $400,000 to Trey Sermon. $17 million in dead money.
The whole dead money
I'm seeing $12 million in cap space right now, but that's fluid. That's changing.
You can always make more room if you need.
Yeah, can always make more room. All right, now we're going to talk about Darius Slay and Brandon Aiyuk. Now we're going to do it. We're going to do it right now. I promise. We are about $20 away from surpassing Monday's total for Super Chats, by the way. I think we got like 725. Nice. Good job, son. You've missed an insane Niners report. We got $600 in 10 minutes.
What?
Yeah. Nuts. Trey said he'll do a funnel. Actually, we need somebody to do a funnel. All right, Trey's going to do a funnel because I can't do all the shotguns. So, yeah, we've been trying to get into the second cut. It's not really pressing, but. Steve Cass, according to David Lombardi, the 11 picks will cost the Niners $7.5 million in total. Yeah, Lombardi's really good at breaking down the cap. I failed elementary algebra at Temple. That's not my specialty. I usually just look at SPOTrack or over the cap, but that's his specialty, and he does a good job with it.
You're not allowed to I'm going to push this across so you can talk about what we're talking about.
Yeah, this is what we're getting to next.
Eventually.
Should the Niners sign Darius Slay? Bryant Coart. There we go. Bryant continues to be on a legendary run here. Trace with the freedom funnel. Good stuff right there. Are you done?
Yeah, we're done.
Nice. I got you. We are past Monday's total, and now we're shooting for $1,000 in super chats. We are 275 away from 1,000. Can we get
Dude,
there?
we talk about sports. We don't talk math.
We don't talk math. We talk sports.
Sup? Good job. On?
Status update.
With? Oh, okay, yes.
Bryant, thank you for that 21. I'll do the other shot again. I'm trying to make up for some of those shotguns. I still owe you another shotgun. Don't worry. But sometimes the tequila is a little bit worse than the actual beers. I just don't want to get filled up too much. You know? All right. So Bryant Coart,
Now we'll get it.
you're a legend. And now coming up next, we're finally going to talk about Darius Slay and Brandon Aiyuk. Hell of a day it's been. A very fun day because everybody always makes it a lot of fun. Ready?
Yes.
Slay and Aiyuk. Let's get to it right now on the San Francisco 49ers Report. Let's go. Welcome into the San Francisco 49ers Report. I'm Chase Sr. Appreciate all of you for making tonight's show a part of your day. As for what we're discussing on the program, Darius Slay is now a free agent. Could the San Francisco 49ers sign him, as he was released by the Philadelphia Eagles? We're hearing some buzz here at Chat Sports that a lot of teams are reaching out to the San Francisco 49ers about a Brandon Aiyuk trade. One team in particular that's been trying to get him that we're hearing, the New York Football Giants. First, though, before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the show. We push out videos every single day on the Niners Report, and we are 600 people away from 80,000 subscribers to honor the GOAT in Jerry Rice. If you want the best Niners coverage that's informative, consistent, and entertaining, we have you covered here on the show. Let's begin with Darius Slay. So a pretty interesting move for the Philadelphia Eagles today on day 3 of NFL free agency after they had signed James Bradberry on Tuesday, paying him about $12.5 million per year. The Eagles released Darius Slay. That move became official at the start of the new league year at 4 o'clock Eastern time. And Slay, even though he's 32 years old, an excellent cornerback in this league. A former All-Pro, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and a guy who last year played at an extraordinarily high level. Now, when he was traded from the Detroit Lions to the Philadelphia Eagles, he signed a 3-year, $50 million contract. That averaged out to be about $16.5 million per year. If he were to be on the Eagles in 2023, he would have had a base salary of $17 million, but a cap hit of $26.1 million. And that's why the Eagles didn't bring him back. Would have been an unrestricted free agent in 2024, but a big reason why the Eagles decided to release him. Last Friday, they gave him and his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, permission to seek a trade. They couldn't find a trade partner across the NFL, and none of that money for Slay was guaranteed in the final year of his contract. So it was cost prohibitive for the Eagles to keep him if they didn't think that they were going to sign him to a contract extension, and Darius Slay wanted a contract extension. His number a little bit too high for Philadelphia, so they decide to release a player who they have respect for, and now Darius Slay can sign with any team across the NFL. As for what he did in 2022, he would immediately become the Niners' #1 cornerback, and if you had a defensive backfield of Charvarius Ward, Darius Slay, and then you have Diamador Lenore and Samuel Womack rounding things out, that would immediately increase the talent level and the production of your secondary, on top of having a defensive line that features Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Javon Hargrave, now Clelin Ferrell, and hopefully another really good edge rusher. The Niners have restructured the contracts of Charvarius Ward. They did that on Tuesday, and then they did Fred Warner as well. That cleared up $20 million. So is a big move in store for a guy like Slay, or are they going to target an edge rusher? Something could be in the works for San Francisco as we try to read the tea leaves here. For Slay, he probably wants a multi-year deal, which pays him pretty solid money because last year he was a top 10 highest paid cornerback, and he played like a top-tier cornerback. Food for thought for San Francisco if they want to improve that cornerback position. So should the 49ers sign Darius Slay? That's our first poll question for today's show. This is a really good player who might be expensive but would improve your defense drastically. S for sign, P for pass. Sound off down in the comment section. Also, while you're at it, make sure you give me a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Chase_Senior. Really trying to grow both my social media profiles, and anytime a move has happened throughout NFL free agency, I've been quick to let you all know. It's at Chase_Senior on Twitter and Instagram. Love to interact with the faithful. As for Brandon Aiyuk, inside sources here at Chat Sports, a lot of the chatter that we're hearing is that teams on top of what we talked about the other day, continue to make calls to the 49ers about Brandon Aiyuk. And we're hearing that the New York Football Giants want him really, really badly. That's an organization that re-signed Daniel Jones to that big contract. They traded for Darren Waller in that deal with the Las Vegas Raiders. And Daniel Jones needs a number one wide receiver. Isaiah Hodgins is currently their number one, and Brandon Aiyuk is a fascinating player because of his production, but also he's entering year 4. He's going to be looking for a contract extension. San Francisco is paying a lot of money right now to Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Trent Williams, now Javon Hargrave, Fred Warner, soon to be Nick Bosa. So will they be able to afford Brandon Aiyuk as he seeks that long-term deal? What's also of note, because Aiyuk was a first-round pick in 2020, if the Niners exercise his fifth-year option, that's 2 more years of team control to have one of the most slept-on, most productive, and I think one of the best wide receivers still on your football team. But if they don't think that the financial outlook for this team is all that pleasant in the future, could they trade him away to a team like the Giants, who currently have the 25th overall pick, and that's where the Niners get their future starting right tackle. And if you think about it, offensive tackle might be the more important position as compared to wide receiver, because you could find a bunch of really good wideouts in college football today and across the NFL. Right tackles are difficult to come by. That's why Mike McGlinchey is getting $17, $18 million per year now. You look at this Niners receiving production. They have a win-now roster. They are on this quest for their 6th Super Bowl. They have a roster that can put them in a position to certainly win the NFC. They're going to be factors to bring home another Lombardi trophy. And if the thought process is, we have a great offense, we have a really good defense, we want to keep this core intact, why would you trade away Brandon Aiyuk? You'd really only trade him away if you're getting that future right tackle, in my opinion, or another stud player. But is that player going to be better than Brandon Aiyuk, who's one of the best route runners in the NFL, who has footwork like Stephon Diggs, breakaway speed, is a yak king, kind of like Deebo Samuel, and is coming off a fantastic season? And it's a player who continues to be on this crazy ascent. He's drafted in the first round out of Arizona State in 2020. JUCO guy, went to Arizona State, drafted in the first round. If you remember, that offseason in 2020, there weren't many training camp practices. The training camp schedule was different. There were no preseason games because of COVID, yet he still had 60 catches for 768 yards and 5 touchdowns. Last year, started the year in the doghouse, but ended up having a really good season. 56 catches, 826 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And this past year in 2022, he emerged as one of the top wide receivers in the sport, and a guy who I think is better than C.D. Lamb with the Dallas Cowboys. Same draft class, similar production, but I like Aiyuk better. 78 catches for more than 1,000 yards. That was a career high, obviously. The touchdown's a career high as well. And he ranked up there among some of the best wide receivers in some of these analytical categories, as he really is turning into his own and a player who the Niners envisioned him becoming when they got him in the first round out of Arizona State back in 2020. You look at some of the analytical in-depth numbers here. This is why you subscribe to the show. Who else is doing this? Yards after the catch, 370. That ranked 19th in the NFL among all wideouts. Missed tackles forced. That was 4th in the NFL for Brandon Aiyuk. First downs, he had 47 of them. That ranked 20th in the NFL. Quarterback rating when targeted, 118. So anytime Brock Purdy, Jimmy Garoppolo, or Trey Lance threw him the football, oftentimes he was making a catch. That's 5th in the NFL and a Pro Football Focus receiving grade of 80.9. So you look at these statistical categories and what he did with the production last year. He is a top 20 wide receiver in the NFL, and that's a market that continues to explode outside of this free agency period, in which Jacoby Myers getting $11 million per year has been the biggest wide receiver contract. So with that, I want you to embrace debate here on the 49ers Report. Should San Francisco trade Brandon Aiyuk? Give me a T for trade or a K for keep. With that, let's start answering some of your super chats that are coming in here on the San Francisco 49ers Report. Jesus Estra da Perez. Hopefully I pronounced that right. What'd you say? Estrada Perez. I tried to do it frenetically there. Let's go, San Francisco. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. John Wallace with another 25. Again, I don't drink, but I get to have a great time with my Niner Nation. Here's to you, Trizzy. Trizzy was just on the show. Producer Coop is crushing it as well. Type Coop down in the comment section. John Wallace, you're a real one and a legend. John Wayne, $10 super chat. That's awesome. Thank you. We're going to do a wheel spin here on our live 49ers report as our NFL free agency frenzy continues. And speaking of our free agency frenzy, anytime the Niners have made a move, we've let you know about it. When there's a top free agent out there, we talk about it. This is the best Niners YouTube channel, in my humble opinion, right here on the great stratosphere of YouTube. So subscribe today, lock us in, youtube.com/49ers TV. We're on the road to 80,000 subscribers. Good stuff, everybody. Good stuff. We're up to $809 in super chats, 400 people watching live. Can we get to 300 likes in the next minute here? 300 likes in the next minute. The pressure is on, folks. Can we get the 300 likes in the next minute? We are 25 away. If you're liking the show, if you're digging this Niners free agency frenzy here on the 49ers report, make sure you hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. We owe a wheel spin. We do. Keep Aiyuk. He will only be better next year from Stanley Price. If he was a heavily featured wide receiver, he'd be a 1,300 yard per year guy. What's up? That's awesome.
All right, we got the wheel ready to go. Let's give it a spin. Here he goes.
Spin the wheel. I agree, Greg Smith. Shots! Shots!
Let's ride.
All right, one for me, one for Coop. One for me, one for Coop.
I don't know what I got in my eye, but it stings.
In that 1 minute, we got the 300 likes. The faithful always representing. Cheers, mates.
Cheers.
Anybody tuned in from Australia?
Good day,
Give
mate.
me an oi, oi, oi in the comment section. Robert, we can't trade Brandon Aiyuk. I agree. Craft bait. I do not think there's a chance the Niners will trade for Lamar Jackson. I don't. It doesn't make financial sense, and I think that the signing of Sam Darnold kind of signaled what the Niners are doing here. Sugar Shane, $5 super chat.
Shane.
That's another
Shane.
Niner mug
Shane.
chug.
Shane.
Shane.
We can't pay Aiyuk. We can get a first, and we can draft a talented right tackle as wide receiver are easier to find than O-line.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's on the trade Brandon Aiyuk train, and this is how organizations kind of work, man. You know, organizations look ahead, and they're like, okay, who can we afford? Who are we going to be paying in a couple of years? Now, the Niners are in a good spot here. Bosa's still young. He's in his early to mid-20s. Fred Warner in his mid-20s. At some point, you're going to have to get a left tackle to replace Trent Williams. You have to get your right tackle. Your offensive line seems to be set. You have Jake Brendel under contract for 4 years. Aaron Banks, Spencer Burford, both young players. Your defensive backfield, Mooney, Ward, Diamador, Lenore, still young. Talanoa Hufanga, still young. So this is a team that can compete for a little while. But if you trade a wide receiver, the thought here is that you can find very good wide receivers in the NFL draft basically anywhere. I just don't think you find many guys like Aiyuk. He's special. And obviously a lot of fans have those ties and those emotional feelings to a player.
If you were offered 25 from the Giants and you're the GM of the Niners, are you accepting it?
I would not, because I don't think you get a better player than Aiyuk at 25. And I also don't know if it's an offensive tackle deep draft. You have Skoronski and Paris Smith out of Ohio State. Or Paris Johnson, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to be available at 25. So you don't draft at 25 a right tackle who doesn't deserve to go there just because you need him. Plus, you had Aiyuk right in that range anyway.
True.
You know? So you're getting a draft pick in that same range as Aiyuk, and you might be getting a lesser player. It's tough. It's tough. $814 in supers, 350 people watching live. All right, I owe y'all a chug for sure. I'll do a shotgun coming up as well. If anybody wants to give me a follow, Twitter and Instagram, I'm on there at Chase_senior. Let's take a look. I've had a lot of new followers come in throughout this week. Shout out to some recent followers here. Wool Gold, Duke, Entertainment Paradise, Big Stu, Stephen Montgomery, Scott, Jason, Displaced, Adam, Michael Young, the legend David Corona's calling me.
DC
in the building.
What's up, man?
What up, playa?
What's up, man? Very happy with what the Niners doing right now.
You like Javon Hargrave? You like Clelin Ferrell?
Yeah, man.
Where are you at right now?
I'm at my house right now, Corona, California.
All right, Corona, California, and it's David Corona in Corona, California.
Yeah, man. They told me who's the best YouTube for 49ers. I was in the 49ers report last time, and I told them my favorite one is Chase Senior from Chat Sports.
Let's go.
And they tell me why. I tell them he does facts, he does everything good, and he brings the news 49ers all
Facts.
the time.
My man, I appreciate that.
That's what I said.
Let's go. What's the rest of your day look like?
Just chilling today.
Awesome, man. Enjoy it, all right? Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, you too, man.
All right, brother.
All right.
Catch you.
All right, man.
Peace.
Yeah. All right.
What an
David
OG.
Corona, the legend,
Let's
checking
go.
in. Gotta love DC, man. Always tuned into the show. See, that's what I miss about calling, because we kind of did that for last year.
Yeah.
It's just interacting with everybody, man. That was good stuff.
Is Colin making its return?
I don't think so. I think it was just we wanted to do it for 1 year. That was it.
Okay.
All right. Everybody type DC for
DC.
David Corona in the chat.
DC.
DC. Chase Tomney. Nice name. Bears beating the Niners this year?
No shot, bucko.
If it wasn't a monsoon, the Niners would have wiped Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
And that trash-ass field.
That
almost
trash-ass
caused
field,
injuries.
that's terrible even when it's sunny.
That's what I'm saying. It's dangerous.
Justin Fields got out of contain. He made the plays. Give him credit.
That's why those stiffs are moving to Arlington Heights.
That's why they're moving out of that stadium, because it's so trash. Man, good times, though. Remember when the Niners started off 3-4? Then they rattled off 12 straight dubs?
Kind of did the same thing in 21 as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they started 3-5 in 2021, and then they finished the year with 10 wins. 10-7.
10.
Yeah, 10 wins. It's funny how these seasons overlap.
I know.
All right, we'll do a check-in to see how some other channels at Chat Sports are doing in the Super Chat race. Bears Now is live. The Raiders Report is live.
Bears has been live for so long.
So long.
That's unbelievable.
That's a team that loves to celebrate in March because they can't celebrate in January or February. Let's see here.
Rex Grossman was their last quarterback when they were in the Super
That's
Bowl.
brutal. All right, let's see how Bears is doing. Let's see how the Niners Report stacks up against Bears. Bears Now in Super Chats. Oh, they're done.
Bears is done?
Bears
Oh,
is
yeah,
done.
he's working on Chiefs.
Okay, so Bears is done. The Raiders Report is definitely still alive. Let's see how the Raiders are doing. Let's see. 2.1K on Raiders. Niners 8-14. But here's the deal. We've been live now for an hour, 20 minutes.
Yep.
Raiders Report has been live
6
for
hours.
5 hours. So can we catch up to the Raiders Report? That'd be pretty legendary. David Corona saying, thank you, everybody, for typing those DCs in the chat.
Thank
You're the
you,
man.
David.
Wow. All right, so let's go back to the Super Chat menu here.
Let's did it.
We kind of set a record for getting $600 in 10 minutes a little bit earlier, and we had a couple of giveaway items. Bryant Coart, he got his custom jersey, $500 Super Chat, and now he gets a custom jersey that we'll wear on the show, and then we'll send it to him after we sign it for him. He said he's going to frame it. What an honor for us to be able to do that. If anybody else wants to send in a $500 Super Chat, we'll get a custom jersey for you as well. Niner Mug Chug for a 5, like Chase Tomney. $10 will spin the wheel. $20 Cowboy Coop takes a shot. We've been kind of going back and forth. Some of my shots have made up for the shotguns. $50 a shotgun or a funnel. Super Chat MVP wins the headband, but this is going to John Wallace. This is going to John Wallace. If somebody else sends in $200 to get us to 1,000, we have another Super Chat giveaway item. It's a Niners football. You want to go get that for me?
I'll go get it.
Yeah, I'll do a shotgun in the meantime.
We also got a $5 Super Chat from Chase.
Chase! Nice name. Let's go. Thoughts on the biggest moves in free agency so far? So is this for San Francisco or just in the NFL? We'll talk San Francisco and we'll talk NFL.
Cool.
So Javon Hargrave, big deal for the Niners. I had been talking about it all offseason. They needed defensive tackle depth, and they just needed to get better at that position. And Javon Hargrave, one of the best at defensive tackle in the NFL. He's right up there with Chris Jones and Aaron Donald. Keep in mind that Aaron Donald did have a down year last year. So Javon Hargrave's up there. A little bit of a risk because it's a 4-year, $84 million deal, and Hargrave is 30 years old. But defensive tackles can play in this league for a really long time. And if you end up winning a Super Bowl over the next couple of years and he's a big, steady producer, then it's worth it. Clelin Ferrell is a deal that I like because I think that he's the next Arden Key. He has ability. Chris Kosaric is just going to bring that out of him. And I think that he's going to go from having, mediocre to bad seasons to start his career as a former 4th overall pick to being pretty productive for year one on a cheap price. And then you let him cash in free agency to go elsewhere. Jake Brendel, $20 million over 4 years, $5 million per, I think $8 million in guaranteed money. Kyle Shanahan loves stability at center. That's why he paid Weston Richburg. That's why he paid Alex Mack. And now he pays Jake Brendel. And then as for some other moves across the NFL, what moves do I like across the NFL? Rodgers to the Jets, obviously. The Jets are starved for a quarterback, so him going there makes them pretty interesting. I like what D'Amico Ryans and the Texans have done. They've brought in a lot of solid players for affordable prices. They just need to get quarterback right, and I think they're on the right track. A team like the Miami Dolphins trading a third and a tight end who doesn't even play for Jalen Ramsey, that's a good deal. I'm trying to think of another move that I really, really like. The Cowboys trading for Stephon Gilmore, who's still playing at a good level at cornerback. To get him 1 year, $10 million, and to have him on the other side of Trayvon Diggs, that's a pretty good secondary. The Giants trading for Darren Waller. I think that's a really good move because Daniel Jones desperately needs another weapon on that offense. They get it with him. Yeah, John Wallace. Dallas got Stephon Gilmore, exactly. Chase, thoughts on Orlando Brown? I like him. Orlando Brown's a good player. He's going to cost a lot, maybe $20 million per year. And the Niners, as of right now, might not be able to afford that.
We got another one.
Another 5 from Sugar Shame. 49ers have 11 picks, too many rookies to keep. Love Brandon Aiyuk, but package the picks and Aiyuk to get in the top 15. Trade pick and Trey to Tampa for Tristan Wirfs. Oh, Tristan Wirfs is a great right tackle. I think they're kind of in win-now mode. I mean, they brought in Baker Mayfield. They still have Mike Evans. They still have Chris Godwin. The offensive line is pretty good. They still have a pretty solid defense. Tristan Wirfs, I think, is one of the best tackles in the game. Right up there with Lane Johnson, honestly. That's a player that could be the next Trent Williams for 10 to 15 years, honestly. I think he's that good. He was a stud at Iowa. He's been a stud at the NFL level. I'd love it. But Tampa, they signed Baker Mayfield. So I don't think they're going to take on Baker and tell him that he has a chance to start and then also trade for Trey Lance. What you say there, Sugar Shane, is pretty interesting. By the way, if that's your son on the bio pic, shout out to the son. Love keeping the faithful family together. 3 third-round picks, 99, 101, and 102 for the Niners. Could you trade Aiyuk and a third? Because you can get really good players in the third. To get into the top 15, honestly, that's actually a pretty good trade proposal. It really is, Sugar Shane. So that's good stuff. Cheers to Sugar Shane, and cheers to our guy Chase. Beer cheers for you. By the way, this is our other Super Chat item. So we can either save this for the rest of the week and do another Super Chat giveaway, or we can auction it off right now. I'm willing to do it. We have John Wallace, who's the winner of the Debo headband. If somebody gets us to 1,000, we're 200 away, pretty much. If you send in a $200 Super Chat, this one's yours, and we'll sign it for you. Silver marker on the Brown Niners football, that'd be kind of icy. You put it in your man cave, you put it on your work shelf behind you with the backdrop. We'll do that. If not, we'll keep it for another time. Outside of that, here's our Super Chat menu. $5, Niner Mug Chug. We just did that. $10, Spin the Wheel. $20, Cowboy Coop takes a shot. We've been interchanging those shots. $50, Shotgun or a Funnel. About to do a shotgun. And the Super Chat MVP is John Wallace. He's going to win the headband here. So another shotgun coming up. We've done a few of these so far. It's Colton McKivitz all day. Jeremy at right tackle. I don't have a lot of confidence in that, honestly. I really don't. He's aight. He's a backup. You lost Daniel Brunskill, too. That's a big loss. He could play tackle, center, guard. Browns released Jadeveon Clowney and John Johnson post June 1 designation. Interesting. Vance Warner, sign OBJ. That would be another addition. John Wallace with the 5. He said, good stuff, brother. Sugar Shane. I agree. All right, Shotty.
Brunskill went to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Another one down the hatch.
Woo!
Let's see, how many shotguns have we taken down today? That is, looks like 6.
Yeah.
6 shotguns today.
My goodness. It's brisk. Darius Slay would be nice.
It's Matt Brick out here.
Matt Brick. What does that mean again?
Cold.
It's cold. Oh, that's right. That was Rolly, right? Pause. Sugar Shame. That's good stuff, brother. From John Wallace, because honestly, I don't know if Trey can come through. Can we get something for him?
There's probably no market for Trey right now. That's not to say,
second or a third.
But that's not to say he isn't going to come good. That's just because you just don't know yet.
Yeah, second or a third for a player with upside. I think that's about what Trey Lance's realistic value is, because he's still 23 years old. 6'4", 225. What he did at North Dakota State was really, really impressive. So, Carrie, how many buckets do you have under the camera? You know, the bladder actually holds up pretty well. No buckets underneath the camera here, but there have been times during our watch parties where
you just can't hold
I've had to run to the bathroom very quickly because I'm like going like this. You know, it's pretty difficult. And then either Coop or Trace, they step on and they fill in. All right, what should we do? Should we stay live?
I kind of think so.
S for stay, L for leave. What should we do? We'll type S because we're down to stay.
We want to keep hanging out with the homies.
Yeah, we want to keep hanging out. S for stay, L for leave. Dopey stay, Gabriel stay, It's Brisk stay, Risky Business stay. What should we do? Doing me stay. I don't see one leave yet.
No one's saying leave.
Can we get to 1,000 in supers? We're 170 away. I think that we can get there to tie our record of 1,000. John Wallace with the 5. John. The homie Rick Torres, my Instagram buddy, he says stay. What's up, Rick?
49ers win says we're getting Brown on Friday. Which Brown?
Which Brown?
AJ? Hollywood?
Who said that?
49ers
win. We're getting Brown on Friday. Orlando Brown? John, I wanted Trey to come through for us. It's just his football IQ is a little slow compared to others. Stay. Thank you, bro. Yeah, for Trey, I don't think it's really football IQ. I just think it's inexperience. I mean, the guy has 21 combined starts at the NFL level and at North Dakota State going back to 2019. Think about that. I mean, that's a season and change. And he hasn't even had that going all the way back to 2019. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. That's 4 years. 21 combined starts. So that's not a lot of experience. That's why I think he's so raw.
Concern, though,
yeah, that's the concern. Exactly. He needs time. Can he get it? Can he get time?
With the position that the Niners are in their win now window, Trey just doesn't have a lot of time to be able to develop and make mistakes.
No. Yeah, that's the thing. And that's what made Purdy so impressive. And Rick Torres said, let's get a right tackle already. They need it. Orlando Brown is the guy who would make a lot of sense. He could be your right tackle for the next 5 to 10 years, but he's going to cost $20+ million. Chase Tomney, he said 22 mil. If he's going to the Bears, that doesn't surprise me. They need a right tackle. I thought that they were going to sign Mike McGlinchey. And instead, McGlinchey went to Denver to team up with Sean Payton. I told y'all Mike McGlinchey was going to get at least 15 mil. And he got more than that, 17, 18 per year.
That is pretty crazy.
Orlando Brown.
He'll get north of 20.
He'll get probably north of 20. And that might make him the highest paid right tackle in the game. For instance, Lane Johnson, I think he's the best right tackle. He's making like 18 plus. E-Rock. Should we get OBJ? I think it'd be a luxury signing. They don't really need him. Like, why would you bring in OBJ for a lot of money if Jawan Jennings is a pretty capable, serviceable, and reliable wide receiver 3? You also have Danny Gray from last year, player who I really like. Yeah, Rick Torres, they can still restructure a couple of contracts. They restructured Fred Warner and Charvarius Ward. They could restructure Trent Williams. They could restructure Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, maybe Eric Armstead. I think that that's doubtful. But that could free up a lot of dough. There's no doubt.
Gabriel says OBJ is going with A-Rod. Probably.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, according to Diana Rossini, wants to play with OBJ. So
in New York with the Jets.
In New York with the Jets. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers with some really memorable quotes on the Pat McAfee show.
At this point, what if Rodgers just didn't go to the Jets?
It'd be nuts. I'd feel bad, actually, for Jets fans. Risky business. Dream scenario. We get Slay, Orlando Brown, and Wagner. All team-friendly deals. See, with Slay and Orlando Brown.
Oh,
Huncho! We're officially 150 away from 1,000. I think that we can get there. 150 away from 1,000.
Honcho.
Are those cat eyes just staring through my soul?
I know, dude. Cats creep me out.
Hello, Niner Empire. LFG.
Hello, Mike Honcho.
Because I owed y'all multiple shotguns, I'll take yet another shot here.
I'll take one with you.
E-Rock.
E-Rock.
We're almost done.
Almost out?
Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you.
E-Rock, the 5. So Honcho with the 20. Lyle! We're 120 away! Kyle C! $2. We're 119 away. Basically 118. 881.94. Lyle, trade Brandon for 2 first-round picks. If the Giants want him that bad, move up in the draft, get the best right tackle. It's tempting to get that future right tackle. It really is, because then you have that right tackle on a rookie contract for 5 years, and you compare that. He's probably a better player, right? At least you would hope so. Probably a better player than Mike McGlinchey, and Mike McGlinchey is making $17, $18 million per year. That is a good team-building strategy. I just love Brandon Aiyuk. E-Rock with the 5, the super sticker.
Video game controller hobbles along happily with a broken arm.
It's so funny how the super sticker results into that text. Why does the video game guy have to have a broken arm? Kyle C with the 2. Do we sign a corner? Also, who the F is the kicker?
Eddie Pinheiro.
Maybe Eddie Pinheiro. Maybe they drafted Jake Moody in the 4th round. I would be tempted. Look, you have 3 third-round picks. I would be tempted to take a very good kicker in the 3rd round.
You just can't do it.
It makes or breaks games and seasons, though.
The last time that happened, Roberto Aguayo.
He was terrible. He was terrible.
Can't do it.
He just pissed down his leg. I mean, he was good at Florida State.
Oh, he was the best kicker in college history up to that point.
Is Rodrigo Blankenship still kicking for the Colts?
I believe he is.
Because he got a little mentally rattled, too. No, because they signed Matt Gay to like $22 million.
Oh, I missed that one. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you could get Roddy Rocket. You could get is there no chance for Gold to come back?
There is a chance for him to come back, depending on how the kicker market is. But the kicker market, that might extend deep into the offseason.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But Robbie Gold, he has a couple of sons in Chicago. That's where he spent a lot of time. He's 29 for 29 in his playoff career on field goal attempts.
Legend.
He's extremely clutch. His leg is pretty weak, though. And let's say he's making $5 million, right? Last year, I think he was somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 or 5. It was in that range. If you draft somebody in the 4th round, for instance,
it's less than $1 million.
It's less than $1 million. It's way less than $1 million.
I just get scared of drafting kickers, man.
I agree. I also get scared of a kicker messing up your season.
It almost happened to the Cowboys.
That
was unbelievable.
Brett Maher, known as Quad.
He was so good all season, and then in the 1st round of the playoffs,
Misses 4
he just
PATs.
shot down his leg.
Unbelievable. Let's see. I was looking at the draft slots. So let's say the Niners don't have a 4th round pick. They have 3 3rd rounders, 3 5th rounders. They could easily trade into the 4th. A 5th round pick, cap hit, less than $1 million. $791,000. That's nothing. So you compare that to Robbie Gold, it's not even comparable. Oh! Johnny Wallace! Another 50! Somebody match me and get us to 1K so we'll have more stuff and keep Chat Sports going. Dude, he's sending a ton.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I was going to ask about Robbie Gold, but I think he's moving on, and my wording was wrong about Trey.
I want him to
succeed. San Francisco! So John Wallace is like, yo, I'm a big baller. Who else is a big baller? We're at 931 in Super Chat.
69.
69 away.
Nice.
If somebody sends in a $69 Super Chat, that's absolutely elite.
John Wallace, Trace just texted me and wanted me to tell you what's up.
Let's go.
Trace says what's good.
If somebody sends in a $69 Super Chat to celebrate that occasion, I'll go shirtless for a minute. I mean, you have to, right? 69, matching it up with the shirtless flow. I think it has to happen.
That's unreal.
It might be the most legendary Super Chat in the history of the 49ers Report. We've never gotten a $69 Super Chat. Oh! Brian! That gets us to his K.
My goodness.
That should do it. He's in Brazil. He's in Brazil. Watching the show. We hit 1,000.
Let's go.
Brian. I don't even know how he's able to send another 70.
That's unreal.
Wow. Bryant, that gets us past 1,000. Unbelievable. $69 deal still applies.
Wait, does that not count? Because it wasn't 69.
It was 70. It was 70.
Oh my gosh.
Plus, Bryant definitely did that before
He did, yes.
I had said that.
This is true. Wow.
That is
what
awesome.
a day on the 49ers report.
Bryant Coar, legendary.
Get a ball.
John
Get a
Wallace
ball,
and Bryant, Super Chat MVPs. Dave Zobel said, take it off. Oh, man.
Let's go.
That's too good.
Y'all are crazy.
That is too good. Dave, you're funny, man. It wasn't 69. It was 70. What's the ruling here? T for takeoff, K for keep on.
You know it's all going to be T's.
T for takeoff, K for keep on. What do I have to do?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Deal's a
All
deal,
the
bro.
T's are coming on.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. Now, we did this when we got to 50,000
Subs.
subscribers
Okay.
last year.
Here we are. Things are getting weird on the Niners report.
Got to do it. I'm a man of my word.
At least it's not your Roan shirt.
Yeah, I know.
Here we are. This is unreal.
Here we go. I'll shotgun a beer in this.
Please. I'm unreal.
I don't even have another beer left. I'll shotgun the Happy Dad.
Shotgun in HD. David said, my eyes.
David Dominguez. You like what you see?
Well done.
I don't know
Lyle
how this
says-
is going to go down.
Lyle says no tats.
No tats. I do not have any tats.
This is
What a day.
unbelievable. Spam chug in the chat. Spam chug. There's no way you were that quick. That's unreal.
Let's go.
That's legitimate.
Man.
Let's go.
Some people are tuning into the show probably for the first time.
they are
they're
like,
like, what is happening
This is a
here?
49ers channel.
You talking 49ers football, or is this, what was that movie that Channing Tatum was in?
Magic Mike.
Magic Mike. We're talking 49ers football, or is this Magic Mike?
Wow.
Man, what a day.
Mike Honcho on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
That's true.
Anything can happen on a Wednesday from Dave. Steven Sierra, hey, man, I try to keep the body in shape. He said all those shotguns and no beer gut.
Chase runs every day, man.
Got to work hard, dude. Got to work hard. Some people here at Chat Sports make fun of me for how healthy I eat.
No one makes fun of you.
Some people do.
Who makes fun of you?
Some people
I
do.
don't believe that.
Magic Chase Sr. from Stephen David. Oh, that's good stuff. Brian Coward, is that a dab emoji? BV50 Chase
That's
is a
pretty
stripper.
Damn.
Gabriel workout channel. I'd be down.
Check
I'd
out
be
Chase
down.
_senior on Instagram.
Is John Wallace, is that a dab emoji?
is.
I've never seen that.
That's pretty dope.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
So there you go. I'm a man of my word. We got to 1,000. Lisa Bailey. Can you pop that up? That is awesome. Kiko Smith
don't
put
know
the
if I can
bird
pop
back
it
in the
up.
cage. Oh, that's good stuff. Lisa Bailey, wait, I sign on, see Chase with no shirt on?
No hashtag,
All right,
I
Chase,
can't
looking
get it.
pretty good, sir. Thank you so much, Lisa. Got a dab today. I didn't even know that was emoji.
Yeah, that's crazy.
John Wallace, 1K, 1K. $50. I'll take it off again
Jesus.
if y'all want to see
We're
it.
doing this again.
$50, I'll do it again.
For the super chats.
$50 again, and we'll go shirtless, and I'll shotgun another happy dad. Suns Valley Studio, you should make a Niners podcast channel. I mean, that's pretty much what we are. It's just a video podcast. I guess if you have, YouTube Premium, you
Which
can
I
listen
do.
to it in podcast form. Sergeant, Chase is baffled by seeing the dab. See, everybody nowadays is doing the salute emoji. I'm not even kidding. Up until a couple of weeks ago,
The salute.
I
is
didn't
the
know
new
it was
one.
a salute. I thought it was like somebody's head melting.
The half one?
Like the
Yeah.
salute one, and I was like, oh, it is a salute. And now the dab emoji, I've never used it. I've never seen it. It's awesome. Sergeant Toasted. Greg Smith. Hi, Chase. LOL. Gabriel.
Oh, my God.
Someone needs to give another super chat and tell him to strip. I'll go shirtless again for a 50.
We're on the wrong website for this.
Yeah, I'll go shirtless again for another 50.
The orange and black website might be more appropriate.
I can't take off my pants because nobody would see. Mike Concho. Chase will do something straight. Oh! Dave Zobel, $2. Let's go! Dave! You take the Niners chat to the highest level. Thanks, Dave.
Dave,
We
you're a real
appreciate you, bro. Kiko Smith, first time watching Go Niners. Kiko, hopefully you love the analysis because that's what we're bringing to the table as well. We also like to have fun because you can't be scared out here. Eric, OnlyFans for Chase. You think it could work? I don't know. Some people take pictures of their feet and put them on there. It's a little weird. Yeah, it's on the emojis left side on the money section. Okay. All right, John. Now I know.
Do you remember the one day that OnlyFans tried to ban explicit content?
Yes. That's their whole business
That's their
model.
whole business.
The whole business model. Like, we're going to ban nude
Everything that makes
content.
us money.
Okay, all of your customers are going to leave. That's why they're on there. Eric, it's working right now. I don't know. I feel a little disrespected because nobody else sent in a 50. You know? They're like, all right, we saw it once. We don't need to see it again. We're built different. Only the Niners empire. Facts.
Wow.
What a day. Mike Concha, bring on week one. Bring on week one.
We need football back.
We need football back.
We really do.
It's going to be a long summer. Especially if we keep working weekends. Dave Sobel,
Here's the thing.
you take Niners chat to the highest level. You're the man, Dave. We appreciate you. All right. Should we sign off? I mean, it's been a hell of a day. 185 people watching live now. We'll go Super Chat Shot Clock, I guess. Go Super Chat Shot Clock. Aiyuk trade, Luke Walsh. We talked about it. Chat Sports sources. A lot of people are reaching out to the Niners. John, somebody send in 50. Me and Brian and others did what we could do.
You did.
Let's go. Yeah. No more from John or Bryant. No more. Bob Dole! Political figure, right? Vice President? Bob Dole?
Yeah.
He was,
I
right?
think so.
Bob
I'm gonna
Dole?
Google
You want
Bob
to look
Dole.
that up? Pop this one up there, Coop. I'll read it as you do your research. Tell me I'm pretty. Also, you're pretty. And what do you think about a Kinlaw for Becton trade? Both injured first-round picks brought up by Larry Kruger. Krug does a good job, man. $5 beers at Levi's from Osnerl. Oh, good stuff.
Bob Dole was a senator
Senator.
and the leader of the Senate.
Okay, not a vice president.
Correct.
I would expect you to know with you being a historical genius.
I know. I did not know that
So,
one. I
US
knew
Senator.
the name.
Awesome name from John Wallace. Yes, sir. So, here's the thing. Oh, we're doing it again!
Show.
Here's the thing about Javon Kinlaw. Good player when healthy. Never healthy, though. And here's the thing about Kinlaw. I was, like, digging around, at the Super Bowl during Radio Row asking about any type of trade value he would have. I was talking to Matt Mayoko. He's like, I'm not confident that Kinlaw would pass a physical for a new team.
Yikes.
That's a little bit of a problem. Now, Mekhi Becton has been injured a lot too. Like him as a player. Now, he's played some left tackle. Can he slide out to that right side? You're basically taking a risk. Both teams are. You know? And look, Quinnen Williams and Javon Kinlaw, kind of an intriguing defensive tackle pairing. And then the Niners need a tackle. Mekhi Becton, interesting player. So both teams would really be taking a risk, and it would kind of cancel out. Both first-round picks, both similar salaries, both similar trajectories of their career. They've been disappointments. So, Leah's journey, I'm unsubscribing. All right, see ya.
Bye.
We still have almost 80,000. Unless you're just kidding. Leah said, ew,
kidding.
Look, people sent in the 50. I'm a man of my word.
Got to do what you got to do,
First,
man.
it was the $70 super chat. I said I'd do it. And now, it's another 50.
Sergeant Toasted says he could sign Big Play Slay right now if we wanted to.
Yeah. Depends on what the contract is. Might be, backloaded contract. Tensei! Please, please, please get Lamar. It would be a cheat code. Brian Cohort, I'm not allowed to send anymore. Now you reached your limit. Oh, that makes sense because we said if you'd go 300, that would be 410.
Correct.
And then he set the 70.
Yeah.
So he's got 20 left.
20 more.
See, it's stupid that YouTube does that. Johnny Wallace! I need another beer. Or a Happy Dad.
I'll go get you an HD.
Give me a Happy Dad.
Okay. Yeah.
That was a lot better to take down.
Pause.
Let's see. What are we doing here? John Wallace with the 50.
Yep.
Hancho with the 50. Wallace with the 50.
You need 2 more or 1 more?
Brian Cohort, no, I sent 21 too. That's right, you did. You could bring in 2. I need to shave my chest. Need to shave the chest. We're on fire today from Risky Business. Brian Cohort, completely tapped out now, taking a page out of your book. Let's see. John Wallace with the 50. Let's do this. I've got to work harder for the rest of the week. Leo, we're built different. Bang, bang. San Francisco. Yeah, John, you're a legend, bro. So we did it. We certainly did it. Jinx truck. I know the strippers love John.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we're back at it. Brian, I got this. John did it. So Coop is going to get us another drink to shotgun. And we'll do another shirtless shotgun. Where's your shirt, man? From Ruben. If you weren't here, you don't know. The real ones know. The shirt is right here, but the real ones know. Oh, man. RP, got a party with Walls. Who's Walls? Yeah, Brian Cohort and John Wallace, the legends for today. Gabriel, you'd probably be 79,000 deep. Hey, we're 79,000 deep right now on the 49ers report. I need some sun bad. I need to work on the traps a little bit. I've been benching a lot. But, yeah, this isn't a pretty sight for a lot of people out there.
You don't have to say that.
He meant Wallace. Dude, if I'm ever in Charlotte, John and I are kicking it.
I'm chilling.
All right. Don't worry. I'll shotgun this, and then y'all don't have to look at this any longer.
Unless another 50 comes in.
John bought stock in the show from BV50. He's just a real one, man. That's all it is.
Chug number 1. Those go down easy.
This might be my new thing, dude.
You're stealing them from Marsh.
That's fine. Marsh said I could.
Oh, okay.
Brett won't be happy about it, but I'm happy
He'll
about it.
get over it.
Yeah.
Check the rev.
All right, shirt back on. Unless we get another 50.
I think we up it to 100.
Up it to 100? Coop's tired of seeing this. I'm a deep investor in the
I'm
Niners family. Yeah, I like that.
I'm just trying to make good business deals. That's all.
Trying to get this on here.
John Wallace. I'm a deep investor into the Niners
I like that.
family.
I like that.
True.
That's good stuff.
John Wallace owns equity in the Niners report.
See, I can be pale because it's March.
Exactly.
You know? I'm not like Will Scott going to the village pool already.
He's counting down the days, that's for sure.
John, LOL, absolutely. What a day it has been on the San Francisco 49ers report. Let's take a look here. All right. So we talked about Clelin Ferrell.
We did.
That clip is already out. It's been out for about an hour.
It is.
We have been live here on the 49ers report for almost 2 hours. Legendary day. Greg Smith, LOL. Jacob Q, let's go. See, look, if you're not in the business of having fun, the 49ers report ain't for you. If you like to have fun, you have a sense of humor, and you want content. Oh, Wet Noodle. Been slammed with work. I'm going to have to watch the replay later. Fletcher Cox back to the Eagles. Okay. 1 year, 10 mil. Shit. So,
wow.
Wet Noodle 187 been slammed with work. Going to have to watch the replay later. You know what's funny, Wet Noodle? It's been a crazy show today. I saw that, yeah. You must have missed. I had to go shirtless a couple times.
That's right. A lot of pink on that screen.
It's not Bears.
You love to see the pink.
Was that Stella that you shotgun? No, Happy Dad. Happy Dad. Great show, awesome day. Thank you, Lyle. Let's do this. Let's go. David Corona, no tattoos. I do not have any tattoos, no. Thought about getting one after my mom passed away, but I was like, I don't know what I'd get, you know. Thought about when I was younger getting a skyline on the back. Yeah, it's been nuts, Wet Noodle. Couple of shotguns, shirtless. We had $600 in Super Chats come in 10 minutes earlier. It was bananas. All right, 2-minute Super Chat shot clock. 2-minute Super Chat shot clock. If anybody sends in a Super Chat within 2 minutes, we'll stay live. If not, all good. Two-minute Super Chat shot clock. I'm Bob Dole. Thank you, brother. Much love to me and my mom. I appreciate you, Brody. I appreciate you. So Fletcher Cox back to the Eagles, 1 year, $10 million. That's pretty interesting for the team that the Niners played up against. They lose Javon Hargrave. Now they're going to have Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams at defensive tackle. I don't think so. Yeah. Thank you, Bob Dole. You're the man. Appreciate it. We could catch up to Raider Nation with John Wallace's counterfeit cash. It ain't counterfeit, bro. John Wallace is a real one. Don't you dare talk about John Wallace in that manner. John Wallace, that's my brother right there. I am not drinking O'Doul's. These are Happy Dads. These are seltzers. David Corona, what up? Wet Noodle 187. Yes, sir. All right, we have 30 seconds left on our 2-minute shot clock here. 30 seconds left on our 2-minute shot clock. If you want us to stay live, we will. You're sending the soup. If not, all good. We'll sign off. It's been a hell of a day. John Wallace is the mayor of Chat Sports from Mike Hahn Show. And it's not a bad point. There are mayoral candidates in the overall Chat Sports umbrella with the 50 channels that we have John Wallace would certainly be a candidate. He'd certainly be a candidate. Yeah, no counterfeiting going on here. Exactly, Bryant. All right, 2-minute shot clock. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Sergeant toasted. Why are you hating on John Wallace, though? Am I sensing that he's hating on John Wallace? I'm not sure.
Weird.
It's okay. I do owe duels, and everyone I spend money. It says I'm really real from John Wallace. See, we just don't take the slander. We just don't take the slander. John Wallace, his story of his life story is absolutely incredible. He is a great dude. He tunes in to all of our content, always steady in the comment section, is an absolute legend, and stands for all the right things. So we love John Wallace here on the show. We will not accept any John Wallace slander. And if he's a member of the Niner Gang, the Niner Faithful, and the Niner Empire, why would you ever talk bad about J-Dub? Everybody type J-Dub to show him some love. That's what we need right now. J-Dub in the chat. John is the realest one. You never hate on one of your own. It's like hating on a family member, right? You hate on a faithful, it's like hating on a family member. You never do that. Daywalker, Mike Honcho, RP. Honcho. Sergeant Toasted is now typing JW. So maybe Sergeant Toasted, he's just messing around. And what's funny is that John Wallace and Bryant have been the leaders in the clubhouse on the Super Chat MVP list. But many others. Bossman Yotes typing that J-Dub. We'll reset the Super Chat shot clock to 2 minutes. Reset it to 2 minutes. Reset it to 2 minutes. Sergeant Toasted, I wasn't hating on J-Dub. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Oh! What a flex! What a flex! What a flex! What a flex by John Wallace! What a flex! Read my book if he wants to, Chase. It would be too much for him, but I can introduce him to the Lord I know. God bless you, Sergeant. John! 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 What a guy!
John!
John! John! John! John! John! John! You got to do a freedom funnel in honor of John. I don't know if we have drinks left.
Yeah, we need.
So you need. Trace is going to do a freedom funnel for John Wallace. Let's go, John! Let's go, John! What a legend. J-Dub in the building. Really? It's because we haven't been back there in a while. Rick Torres, John Wallace is the master sergeant of the Niner Gang. I love that. I love that. Wallace. Oh, it was a super chat. Yeah. Wallace, 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 Wallace. What?
There's ice cream.
We have ice cream here? What?
Bring me some, Coop.
Oh, my goodness. Yes. Yes. Very nice.
Johnny boy!
Johnny boy, this is for you. RP with the good point here. Live watch at Chat Sports, raffle tickets, bro. Party with Chase and the bros. And John Wallace. Revenue streams taking off. That's pretty elite. Raffle tickets to hang out with us. That'd be a lot of fun. John Wallace. Coop, 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 Coop. Chase, 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 Chase. Coop, 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 Coop. Chase, 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 Chase. Coop, 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 Coop. Chase, 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 Chase. Oh, Lyle. That's That's awesome. God bless John Wallace. The J-Dubs are in the house. Oh, man. Getting sauce with the sauce bowl makes perfectly logical sense. What are you saying, Jinx Truck? John Wallace, what a guy. I think we're $50 away from $1,200 in supers. Who sent a message about that? Ah, wow. Wow, ice cream and drumsticks in the freezer, crackers, cookies, brownies on the table. Wow. What a day.
Lyle.
What a day. Lyle, that's awesome. God bless John Wallace. God bless John Wallace. God bless John Wallace. God bless John Wallace. Oh, getting sauce with the sauce bowl. Logically perfection. I got you, Jinx. Is the ice cream the sauce bowl? I think I see what you're doing right there. All right, should we stay or should we go? S for stay, G for go. S for stay, G for go. What happened?
Congrats to Jake Brendel on re-signing with the 49ers.
Yeah, he re-signed yesterday.
I was thinking McGlinchey.
Oh, gotcha. Greg Smith said stay. Super Chat shot clock is back on. Super Chat shot clock is back on. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. If we get any Super Chats, we stay live. Greg Smith, stay. BV50, stay. DHA Dukes, he's back. Stay. Brian Coart, stay. Kenny Juarez, God bless John Wallace. Trico's probably working right now. We're 30 seconds in. D, Jadeveon Clowney, going to be a free agent. What was I seeing on Jadeveon Clowney? Let me see. No, I know, but there was something I thought I saw. Jadeveon Clowney, according to Tom Pelissero, would have had $41 million of future base salaries become fully guaranteed if he was still on the roster on Friday. Wow. John Wallace, let's hang out till Chase goes running. At this point, I may never run. Nah, I worked out this morning before work. I'd like to get a little run in after work. I know. Yeah. All right. What's the Super Chat shot clock at? 1 minute 30 on the Super Chat shot clock. Any supers within 2, we stay live. If not, we out. Nah. No, Clowney. Yeah, Kenny Juarez. I think he's been cooked for a bit. He's a fun name. Not a great player. Yeah. When you guys go back on again live? I don't know. Today was such a success. It might be tomorrow. If not Friday, for sure. Got to fit in another one for sure. No doubt. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Lyle and DHA Dukes. DHA keeping us live. LFG, Niner Empire. So I'm not going to lie. I have to pee so bad. Sergeant Toasted, sign Zeke and Derrick Henry. No, you have Christian McCaffrey and Elijah Mitchell. You don't need them. Ty Davis Price. Jordan Mason, Niners legend. DHA Duke's a real one, no doubt. No doubt. All right, Coop. Pop yourself on screen. I got to use the bathroom, and then I'll be back. Osnerall, let's go get Slay. I'm challenging y'all. How many super chats can we get as I'm away? When I come back, I want to see something special. All right. I'll be right back.
Let's ride. I just got a little snack break with some ice cream. The bosses at Chat Sports treating us extremely well. I'm here, John. I got you. I'm here. Signing Slay would be amazing for the Niners. I told Chase that before we went live. I think that would be unbelievable. Gabriel, $500. $500, and I will do it. I got some ice cream here, John. Little Bluebell. Shout out to the bosses at Chat Sports feeding us snacks. Triz is coming in to chop it up.
Bang, bang, Niner gang. What's
Bang,
up, my
bang.
boys? What's up, fellas? What's up, squad? I missed you guys.
We're just chilling out.
Missed you guys. I would normally be here with you guys hanging out.
We're just checking the rev.
We're checking the fucking rev because the rev is up. The rev is revving, and that's what we do. What's up? I'm Trace Gerard. I'm a producer here. I help out just like Coop with Chase.
Facts.
Him and I are probably producer 1 and 2 for the
Facts.
Niners Report, I would say. It's a good time. It's a lot of fun. Ticket, more rev. That's what I'm
Facts.
fucking talking about. Bang from RP.
Some people don't know how to check the rev. Others do.
John Wallace, what's up? What's up, brother? What's up? Bryant, what's up, brother? Trizzy.
It is
I'm
Trizzy
here.
indeed.
I'm here. I had a live show on the Saints channel today, which is why I wasn't here. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in and hanging out with Chase because at the end of the day, there really is no channel like the Niners Report.
Facts.
It's a different breed. It's a different breed. So the fact that we're out here running it up, doing what we're doing,
Run it up.
Yeah. It's a good time. Trizzy, how are the Saints rolling?
They're rolling, dude.
They're rolling, man. They're rolling in that dough that they don't have that they have now. They're rolling in that dough.
DC.
DC is here. Michael Thomas is back. Juwan Johnson's back.
Tomorrow's in prison.
Kamara's not going to prison yet, at least. We'll see. Marcus Davenport, he is headed to the Vikings. So
Sadly.
not for the Saints. he had more suspensions than sacks
Graham's
last
here
year.
as well.
More games suspended than sacks. So run it up. Get it up. Back it up.
Took a little break.
Back it up. I tell all my hoes.
What's up?
Rake it down. Rake it up. Break it down. Back it up.
What a day.
Rake it up. Run it up. Back it up.
Had to.
Yeah,
Excuse
Kamara,
me.
man, from John Wall. John, I hope you've been doing well, man. I really hope you've been doing well. I haven't seen you in a long time. It's been a while since I got to interact with you. John Wallace, I hope you're having a phenomenal day. BV, I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Peblo, I hope you're having a phenomenal day. A phenomenal day. You know, turtle jumping.
It's been a day, man.
Kafak.
It's 5:30 here in Dallas right now.
Oh, shit, it is 5:30.
It feels like it's like 2 p.m.
When did we eat lunch? Oh, we ate lunch early. That's right.
We did have
When-
lunch
I was
a
like,
little early.
when did I eat lunch today?
Zoe went and picked up lunch. Good lunch.
Zoe did pick up some canes, which is always fire. We trying to bring up rev up. Saints find ways to bring revenue down. Funny enough, RP.
That's just not the case, RP.
See, that's just not the case. I made $170 doing it for an hour, and that channel has 12,000 subs. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm pretty proud of that.
We're chilling.
We're big chilling. We're doing better than a lot of the other bigger channels. out
Pablo,
here.
where you at, bro?
That's what we do.
Pablo, where are you living?
Hi,
You're on the
Trizzy.
East Coast
Hi,
somewhere?
Greg. Hi, RP.
Chase has returned.
Chase is coming back, so I got to bounce out of here and go do some more filming as a producer. So, super chat for my boy Chase Sr.
He's back. We did not.
No? All right. I think it's time for us to sign off.
I think so too. Unless.
And then.
And
All right. We're going to dip out. It has been an incredible San Francisco 49ers report today.
one would say historic.
Yeah, it's probably the most legendary non-watch party live stream that we've had. We had the one leading up to the NFC Championship game when Aiello went crazy. What's funny is that Aiello hasn't been here tonight.
He's not even here.
That was a legendary non-watch party live stream. This probably tops it just because of how crazy it was. Chase, if somebody donated $50, you stay, bro, from Pueblo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. That is what we'll do, Pueblo. If somebody did donate 50, we would stay.
Pueblo.
But I want people to kind of save it up for later this week. Pueblo. Whoa. Pueblo. Whoa. So, all right, to Pueblo's point, it's 5:32 Central here in Dallas. Let's give it to 5:34.
Deal.
If somebody sends in a 50, we will stay live. If not,
I have a feeling Honcho's cooking something.
Wallace said, oh, man, I'd say wait till Friday. That's what I'm saying. Or tomorrow. But if you think Friday works out as well, that could be fun too.
It's an option.
But we'll give it to 5:34 Central Time, 6:34 on the East Coast, 3:34 on the West Coast. Pueblo. Whoa. Pueblo. Whoa. Yeah, I'd rather people just save it up.
No doubt.
I can pay you in 50 V-Bucks.
This ain't Fortnite, Sergeant.
Is that what it is? Okay, yeah, I was curious. John said, yeah, I get paid again. All right, bet, John. Bryant, this has been an amazing day. It really has. It's been a blast.
Pueblo loves this chant.
5:33. It's 5:33 Central.
I really have to waz.
Yeah, what a day, man.
Wow.
Absolute blast.
Dude, there's ice cream and cookies out there.
Ryan, who would you like to see the Niners draft as a quarterback, Stetson Bennett or Jake Haener? Those are two guys I like.
Yeah.
David Sanchez, is that a tiny football or do you have huge hands? I do
Both.
have large hands. We measured them last year as part of the NFL Chat
Unlike Jack
Sports
Lotteray.
Combine. They were, I think, 10 1/4, but it is also a smaller football. I mean, my goodness, if this was an NFL football, I'd look like Shaquille O'Neal trying to shoot a free throw. You know? Shaquille O'Neal trying to shoot a free throw back in the day was hilarious. It was like he was trying to
had no
shoot
idea.
like a ping pong ball into the basket. That's why he was an awful free throw shooter.
All right. It is
All right.
5:34.
It's 5:34. We are signing off.
Love you guys.
San Francisco.
Cisco.
Legendary show today. Thanks to everybody who was a part of it. I can't tell you how much I thank you for all of the super chats, donations, comments, everybody who hit the thumbs up icon. I appreciate it all. We went live because the Niners signed Clelin Ferrell, and we wanted to talk about Darius Slay and Brandon Aiyuk, and that and a whole lot more. So keep it locked, subscribe, turn on your notifications, because when we go live, we want all of the real ones to join us once again. And we push out shows every single day. It's the San Francisco 49ers Report. It's Chat Sports. It's Producer Coop. It's Chase Sr.
We'll see you.
And we out.